Hey YouTube, this is me against the generation. Also, I go by Naya Renee, or Chef Naya. A lot of people know me by those names. If you don't, nice to meet you. This is me. This is she. Okay? Now, I got me against the generation from me just being in the shower. And I'm over here thinking about some things this generation does. And I'm like, I would never do that. I would never do that. Let's just go based off what I'm saying now. We got a couple of topics that we're going to talk about today. I've always wanted to start a podcast. Let me just start there. I always wanted to start a podcast because I watched so many podcasts, and after I discovered there are solo podcasters, I was like, I need to go ahead and start. Because the real reason why I was waiting is because I'm like, dang, my friend's gonna be here at 6:30, then my other friend gonna be here at 7. So then I gotta wait to record. And then if we mess up, I'm not gonna be able to record correctly. So then I gotta work around their schedule. Love my friends to death. But we can't do that. I can't keep waiting. I can't keep doing that. I don't have all the time in the world. Still in college, baby. We got things to do. So I was like, why not just do it? Just do it. It ain't nothing to do it but to do it. So it's just like, why not start now? When is it the best time to start? So I was like, you know what? It's really just me against the generations for real. Because if we gonna get serious, baby, I ain't even realize, I'm gonna tell y'all this now. They did teach us this, but it's easy to forget about things you really ain't gonna need in the real world. I'm about to be 20, so I know. I knew about the baby boomers. I knew about baby boomers. That's my, that's Jane and them. No, that's my grandparents. That's my grandparents and them. I did not know there was a Gen X after the baby boomers. I don't really know the years. Y'all can look that up. Then there's Gen X. Then there's Gen Millennials. Then there's Gen Z. And then there's Gen Alpha. Baby, I'm so glad there's a Gen Alpha because my sister and them, everybody that's born after 2009, they call Gen Alpha. So if your sister and them, brother and them, born 2010 all the way to 2025 that we get right now, 2025, they not part of Gen Z. They got something else going on. I don't know what the Alpha and them got going on. That ain't us, okay? We Gen Z, and that's what I'm gonna be talking about today. Gen Z, me against Gen Z, because baby, me against this generation. It's a lot I can talk about, but we got a couple of topics we're gonna talk about and touch base on. So let's get into it, okay? So, this generation has an illusion of thinking options are always available. This generation has the illusion of thinking options are always available. I have never thought like that. Because in reality, I want to be married and have kids by 27, 28, 29. Basically me pushing 30. For real. Because really, the millennials now, probably even before baby boomers and them, they was getting married at 16, 17, 18. We think that is crazy, which I think that is crazy too, because I'm just like, dang, that's really young. But in reality, these folks have been through like so much together, being married 50, 70, 30, 40 plus years, and they living good, living right. Telling you stories about how love is hard, you can work through it, you're gonna always love each other, but it's so much harder when you actually have real love for that person. Me personally, I cannot speak on that. Because I've never been in love. I cannot speak on that. I'm telling you that now. What I will say, I know I want to be married when I'm pushing 30. But, and have kids too. Options are not always available. Because you think you found your soulmate, boom, y'all together. The next man come around, you like, dang, what you want to do the next man will. Which, of course, that is true. Hold on, I ain't saying that ain't true. But you're not even trying with the man that you have now. So why, or men too. Y'all see a female, then the next female doing this for this man. Y'all get with this girl. She ain't doing half of the things like they be saying those percentage. I'm gonna go back. You have a female that do 80 and you need 20%. You found a female that do that 20%, she don't even do the 80. Now you stuck. You can't even get the girl back that was doing that 80%, but you really needed 20% more from her. You got a girl that's doing 20% that you need. She ain't even got 80% that the last girl had. But y'all think options are available. No. They say when you know, you know. I ain't met them, so I don't know. But everybody that have met their soulmate, congratulations. I'm going to pray for you. Because, baby, I go to Prairie View A&M. EBAMU, they be saying the ratio 1 to 9, so I hope your man, that is your man, and I pray for you, okay? But I will say, God has made attractive people. There will always be attractive people in this generation, and the next generations and the generations to come. Everybody be talking about 90s fine. Baby, that's back there. That's the millennials now. They look good. Like, it's gonna always be somebody attractive, but it's just that temptation that you have to hold off on. And it's like, you can't keep thinking options are available when you're supposed to be with your soulmate. So you're just gonna leave soulmate because this girl, she just offering herself up. Okay, that's cool. That's why I said I don't think like that. It's me against the generations, for real. Well, this one, because baby, that's to me, that's mental. That's mental. I don't think like that. So that's just the first topic. Like, let's really get into it, for real. Y'all can really, I know this is gonna reach who it ever reach. Lord, let it reach the people that it needs to reach, and don't let them think that my opinion holds up to the standard that they need, because this is my opinion. Let it be to their understanding that I am giving it. In Jesus' name, amen. Because at the end of the day, you can't. This is my opinion, my podcast. This is what you're watching. Okay? And whoever it reach, it reach. Okay, ain't no point of stopping. Another thing, another topic. Social media and comparing. That could go a lot of ways. What I mean about social media and comparing is the little snippets that people post on TikTok and people compare it to their own life. Like, I understand we grew up with mama screaming, if Johnny had 3 apples, I understand we grew up with that. Cool, y'all can relate to that. It's the people that's giving relationship advice. That's their opinion, correct? But then you're taking that advice or the little snippet they took and put on YouTube and put on TikTok. You're taking that snippet, not even knowing the context of the text in the video. You're taking that snippet and comparing it to your life. They life and their journey ain't got nothing to do with you. You're not even on the same journey or level as them. They might be below you, for real, for real. Let's think about it higher. You're comparing your life to someone that is posting a snippet about relationship advice on TikTok. I've never understood that. I never will, because once again, it's me against this generation, because baby, I'm not doing that. I'm going to listen, scroll past it all day. It's some things I'll be like, dang, that's true. Or some things I'll be like, dang, I agree. In reality, is it really the truth though? Like, do we even really know? Like you really can't even, you can't even say that. I'm trying to find the words I'm trying to grasp. But it's just like, that's like me posting a snippet on TikTok talking about how options are not always available. And let's use females. You with your man, y'all get in an argument. This is love, right? Y'all is together. Y'all get in an argument. You see that I'm saying options are not always available. People are always attractive. You say, boom, I'm about to leave him because options are always available. Boom, I'm with another man. How does that make sense? Like, what does that have to do with anything? That makes no sense how you can base your life off social media. Why are you comparing? Along with the whole body changing, I'm not trying to like put it solely on women, but I'm a woman, so I can only go based off what I know. If I keep looking this way, it's because I'm looking to make sure my camera's still recording, because I've already recorded this. That's how stern I am, because I want to post this and make sure y'all hear me. I've already recorded this, so I'm looking to the side, I'm trying to make sure I'm still recording. But anyway, that's like the whole body type, the whole BBL that's going around. Baby, work out. Because even when you get the BBL, you got to keep working out. Baby, work out. Because even when you get the lipo, you got to keep working out. You want the BBL, you got the money, go do it. But why you want the BBL? You didn't even know BBL exists until social media. until that man said, you need your body done. No, absolutely not. No. All that comparing, trying to be the next person. No, I'm not doing it. And I just feel like you shouldn't do it either. But that's gonna be you, and that's gonna be me. All right, next topic. Because at the end of the day, social media gonna be what it is, and it's gonna continue to be what it is. That's why I said this. They gotta stop telling us, our sister them, anybody, Gene and them, everybody that's 2010 to 2025, they not us. They not Gen Z. They gotta stop saying Gen Z crazy and Gen Z all on this social media acting fool, which some of them do. But baby, that's Gen Alpha. Baby, them alphas. They baby, them little mugs. They got something different going on. Now, I really just want to talk about why I even started a podcast, because these are just basic topics I'm going to be talking about, me against the generation, because in reality, I'm going to be talking about stuff that goes on in our generation. One of the reasons I really started YouTube is because, how do I put this? Okay. One of the reasons I really started YouTube is because I'm the friend that everybody comes to. You know how that is if you are the friend that everybody comes to. If I keep looking like this, y'all know what I'm doing. I'm trying to see if I'm recording. But in a sense, I'm that friend everybody needs to listen. Everybody needs like advice. Everybody want to know what I think, which I'm still learning. Like now, most people just come to you just to be heard. They don't even want no advice. They don't want no opinion. They don't want your thought. Okay, I'm still learning that. Okay, I know that some people just want to be heard, and me personally, I understand that. I want to be heard too, which is why I'm doing the podcast. So that's why I really started, because it's just like, I know some tactics and ways to get out what I'm thinking or get out how I want to be heard, because I've had that and had therapy and went through all of that, and now I journal, which I went through 2 journals and I'm on my 3rd one since I started therapy like 2-3 years ago. And that's another thing for our generation too. Get in therapy. It's not for crazy people. It's not for because you're unstable. It's not because you're crazy. It's not for none of that. It's for you to talk things out with yourself to another person that don't got nothing to do with nothing, that don't know you, don't do nothing. Baby, my mama is a mental health professional in social work. She could be a therapist if she wanted to. I couldn't even go to her to talk to her. I had to go to an actual therapist. And she helped me. She helped me know things and find control in what I was feeling and emotions and putting it on paper. If that only makes sense. For the people that has not had therapy, I want to say it can help you. Therapy is not something that you do and think it'll solve everything. You do not go there for one problem, because I promise you another one's going to show up and you're going to be like, I have no control. I can't feel what I am trying to feel. I can't grasp the control that I had once before. Therapy is not for one thing. Therapy is probably a lifelong thing. It's just I stopped going, not by choice. But I would gladly go back to therapy very, very soon. A lot of things change. You change as a person you're supposed to. It's crazy if you're still in the same state that you were 10 years ago. You need to change. You need to find Jesus. And if that's not what you believe in, oh, to the Most High. But me, I'm just learning to get into the Bible at 19. I'm finding my relationship with God. I'm journaling and making sure I write all my problems out and making sure that I am thinking Jesus, even if it was a bad day, because I have the necessary. So it's just like, I really started a podcast to be heard in a different way, because I don't have that person to go to that just can listen. Not saying that my friends don't listen to my problem, not saying they don't give me advice, not saying that they don't hear me. I'm saying that if I'm that friend they come to, half of the time I'm being heard half of the time. And I have no problem with that. Like, sometimes you're put on this earth for that purpose. I cannot say I fully found my purpose, but I can say some things I know happen for a reason. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine. I'm totally cool with that. Like, I understand. And some things that I don't understand is not meant for my understanding. Let it be God's will, baby. I have no control of that. I just learned to stop worrying about things I can no longer control. You don't even have to worry about nothing. God got it. Because at the end of the day, it ain't like I can do nothing about it. So it's just like, some things happen for a reason, and you have to work through them. What I do now is journal, like I said before. But sometimes I'll be like, dang, I wish I could say this and hear somebody talk, or hear somebody's thoughts about this. I know my voice sounds like that. I'm trying to be quiet and loud at the same time. I'm getting a mic on Tuesday. I'm going to make a new video for y'all on Saturday. My goal is to post Mondays and Saturdays. So y'all will see this on Monday, March 24th. But yeah, that's really one of those reasons. I'm not going to lie to you. Some things I be like, dang, if only somebody could hear this. Because it's just like, man, there's multiple reasons why I watch podcasts, multiple reasons why I love them, and now I'm going to love mine. And once again, my name is Me Against the Generation. Hosted by Naya. See y'all next episode.